Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another First MD internal event. Today we are bringing you a special one, and this is going to be a modded event in on the Galactic Contention mod. So the name of the event is called the Battle for Felucia. I'll bring up the document here just on the side. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. So it is the Battle for Felucia. We can see that we are using the map Felucia here in Galactic Contention. Pretty good timing. The Galactic Contention mod just came out, and we have this running on one of our live servers, and we figured let's make a public event with this mod too. So this is the scenario here. It's going to be the clone forces versus the droids, or the Confederated Integrated Systems. So intel reports that the droid forces have taken Felucia and fortified their defenses to hinder our advancements. We must not allow them to hold this planet. It is vital that we take Felucia back and recover our assets. For the droids, Felucia is theirs. They have the Republic in a panic, taking their precious base, and they need to hold the line and prepare defensive measures. How this works, it is a multi-stage event. There are 4 main objectives that the droids have to defend on Felucia. It is radios 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're spread throughout the map, and the clones have to try and take these radios in order. So how this works, we can see the rules here. For the Republic side, we have all kits allowed. We have some certain restrictions on vehicles, like they only start with 4 vehicles. And the main thing here is that there are spawn waves. So if you get downed, you can't just immediately spawn back in. It has to be a spawn wave that is called in by your team's commander. For the clone side, you only start with 4 respawn waves. And every time you take a radio, you then earn a respawn wave. So playing your life is going to be very important here. If you go down, you can't just immediately respawn. You have to wait. Some other rules here for the clone side. So everyone can revive. It's not like the medics are the only ones that have to revive. An interesting one here is you cannot speak after you die. So after you, I'm assuming this is after you fully give up and you're waiting on a respawn wave, you cannot talk. You cannot build anything besides your forward hab. So the clones are allowed 2 forward habs to attack the droids at any given times. They can also use rallies if needed. An interesting mechanic here is that if one of your forward habs as the clones are destroyed, you cannot use that hab anymore. So you're basically limited to 1 hab. Well, shoot, if that hab gets destroyed too, then you have none left, and then you just have to play off your rallies. So that is it for the clone side. For the droid side, that is going to be defending. You're allowed up to 2 habs for defending at any time. But the interesting thing here is no rallies. So only habs. And how it works for the respawn waves, the droids start with 8 respawn waves. And as far as I can tell, I don't think they're able to get any more. So you have 8 respawn waves, and like we said, there's 4 objectives. So after that last point is taken, there is a 1 life event that starts, basically. So all the droids spawn back in. They only have 1 life left, and that is for assuming the clones take all the points. That's like the mopping up the last bit of the resistance. On the flip side, if the clones do not take all of the points, let's say they run out of spawn waves, then it's going to be a similar thing where, okay, the droids are going to go and wipe out the rest of the clones. So this is only going to be 1 round of taking those 4 points. We have 2 hours allotted for this event. Definitely curious to see how long it's actually going to take. All right, so pretty good timing. We have a 15 minutes pre-live build time for the droids. So their 4 points are spread somewhere around this map. We are on the clone side on purpose. We want to try and keep that hidden. I personally don't want to know where the points are either. So in the meantime, we have the droids loaded in to the server. They are going to start their build, and then in a few minutes here, we're going to get the clones loaded in onto our team as well. They're going to get their squad set up. Once this 15-minute pre-live build is over, then the game will be live. that's pretty much it. That's how this is going to work. Um, I am definitely curious to see how this goes. You know, super excited to see Galactic Contention back on our servers. We used to play this a lot. I used to play this a decent amount before Unreal Engine 5 came out and they had to take the mod down to rebuild it from scratch, essentially. Um, Played a little bit yesterday, and it's pretty fun. You can see some people are starting to load in now. And like we covered earlier, there's no kit restrictions. So any of the kits are available from, commandos to the jetpack guys. And in Joker specifically, we ran a internal squad wars last night, and it was just 9 guys versus 9 guys trying to capture and defend a point. And what we figured out pretty quickly is you can't really reinforce any objectives. You can try, but the jetpack troopers basically just go wherever they want. They can scale 100-meter tall walls, so it's hard to close off points. So I'm curious to see how the droids do in terms of fortifying in the 15 minutes they have. And I'm curious to see, is it going to do anything against the jetpack troopers? You can see we're starting to get some of the clones in here now. This looks to be about a 35-ish versus 35 events. It was cool. You usually don't see this. In this event, you have a Republic command on one side, and you have a, where was it? It was a CIS command. There it is, CIS command on the droid side. Some things, if you're not familiar with Galactic Contention, it is essentially an entire overhaul of Squad. It's about what 30 to 40 gigs worth of downloads, but it's a whole new game. It's completely new maps, completely new factions, weapon systems, mechanics. Something to point out for droids that's pretty cool is they don't have any stamina. So they're machines. They don't have a stamina bar. They can run forever at full speed. Whereas clones or people, they do have a stamina bar. An interesting mechanic too that I want to point out. Not a mechanic per se, but a rule for this event. How the defenders are going to work. Like we said, they have 4 objectives. There are 4 radios. Each of those radios, is the objective. Once they get put on bleed, it is considered down instantly. However, the defenders are not allowed to place a hab in those predetermined radios. If they want to place any spawn points down, they have to build new fobs around that objective. So that's definitely going to make it a little bit harder, I think, for the defenders to um, get spawn points close enough. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. And again, they don't have rallies, so they have to build forward fobs to defend, but it has to be outside of that radio, 400-meter ish radius.
Strategic command online.
See anything cool else that we can see in here? Don't want to pull up the map that shows where the points are. Oh yeah, commander assets. So there are some commander assets, like on the droid side, they start with smaller commander assets, and then you can see you're restricted until about 30 minutes in. Once 30 minutes hits, the droids can start using larger commander assets. And you can see after the first point for the radio, there's no penalty for the droids. After the second time they lose a radio, their spawn wave timer gets reset. Looks like they lose command assets after the third point, and then after the fourth point, this is the win condition for the clones. If that fourth point gets taken, no more vehicles spawn in for the droids, and they get just one more last spawn wave from their main base. Yeah, we can see the win objectives here. For the clone side, for each radio, you start off with only like 4 vehicles, if I remember right. So if you take the first point, you get 2 additional vehicles of the commander's choosing. If they take the second radio, they get some more supplies, which gives the clone commander a assets. And this asset is going to be a 5 minute spawn period of just free spawning. So maybe if they have to just overwhelm a point, they need to get everyone just um, dumping in people left and right. You can use this. And what's interesting is there's no tickets for this. There's unlimited tickets for both sides. This is purely based off of spawn waves. Are the clones able to take this? After you take the third radio, the clones will be able to use other commander abilities, and then after the fourth, like we covered, no more vehicles for the droids. They only get that last spawn wave. You can see the starting vehicles here for the clone side. They get a logistical tank, a TX-130, and two BARC speeders. I'm not too sure what those are yet, so we'll take a look in game, see what those are. For the droids, it looks like they get two transports and one tank. All right, cool. That'll be interesting. All right, 7 minutes left now. A couple of squads getting set up, and it said there was no kit restrictions, so I'm curious if they have that command on to allow anyone to use any kit. We're gonna chill out here at main, and we are going to wait. I think we saw it was 7 minutes left, probably closer to 6 minutes left. The clones are, and the rules have said they weren't allowed to leave main until it's called live, but I'm willing to bet they're just not going to let them spawn in until it's called live. Still waiting. We got our vehicles here for the clone side. That's a massive vehicle, good lord. But you have two of these speeders here available. You have this logistics vehicle, and then this looks like more of a transport slash gun truck. So we're on purpose sticking with the clone side. I want to try and keep it not show where the other points are. I want to just not show myself either, just to kind of see, hey, how's this going to work out? This thing's cool. Yeah, there's some really cool maps here in Galactic Contention. It's If you're watching this and you're not familiar with what it is, it's basically a full scale rework of Squad as a mod for Star Wars. So super cool. They got everything in here but Jedi's basically. But they got droids, they got clones in here, and just completely overhauled the game as we know it. Super fun mod. Highly recommend to check out. We have a public server. It's called First MD Galactic Contention. Highly recommend to check that out. You know what? I think I'm gonna go take a look and let's go see We'll go see what the droids are cooking up. Three-minute warning for pre-live building. So, all right, this is going to be our first point. Don't want to show it on the map just yet. We see some initial perimeter defenses here. What's interesting is this is under a rock. So jetpack troopers could maybe try to climb the rock and jump down. They could also just hop these fences.
Regeneration. I'm also going to put this here. Build that up as a shield generator.
So we have our initial defenses. It looks like three main entrances. It's point A, point B, point C here. Drones building, or the droids building layered defenses, it looks like. And then the radio is going to be tucked away in this corner here.
I mean, to be fair, all of this
building, so this is the objective. As soon as that radio gets put on bleed, that objective will be down. And as we covered earlier, the droids are not able to spawn a hab within the vicinity, within this blue circle. So the droids have to build another fob to use as their spawning fob. And if they go down, it's definitely going to delay, how well they're able to respawn and get back into the fight. That's dope. That's so cool. That was so cool. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little objective here. If I'm the droids, I definitely, you want to build up in here in the rock. I'm liking this out of them, pushing forward a little bit. The best defense is a good offense. So you don't want to turtle in the rock itself. You want to be spread out, probably like in the, I'm going to call this a forest of whatever the hell these are. And you want to be spread out, definitely. So curious to see if they do that. We had the 3-minute warning before. We got probably about a minute and a half left, maybe a minute left until we get rolling. Build time's over. Here we go. Prepare for live. Republic may spawn in. Here's some command comms in the background. Lyric is going to be the commander for the clone side, and it's going to be Zephys as the commander for the droid side. And live. The clones are allowed to go roll out now.
I'll be going with 5. I'm in squad 2 since I'm just one man.
And first point's actually close enough that some of these clones could just hop it on, go on foot. Looks like that might be what they're doing.
I don't know code live. Push. Did spawn in.
Push out on foot. I don't want to use the vehicle for now. Get your rally set up.
Yeah, good call there from Lyric. It's probably a good time to go and get your rally set up for everyone. It looks like they'll be attacking on foot here, so the clones running out now from their main base.
Hold until I call. I want you to push up towards 5's position there on the west side.
A little bit lower.
Copy, so you just chill at main until then?
Yeah, just chill at main until I call.
All right, so you see the clones now running through the forest. They're all spreading out together. And you can see just how many people there are. This is a decently large scale event. It looks to be about 35-ish versus 35.
Looks like we got an HME over main point right now.
You can see the jetpack troopers already making use of how high they can get up. So Forsaken here just kind of scouting the region, not seeing too much just yet.
The leftovers are going to be following you. Command, rip pushing up that east side.
That's fine.
And the clones know where this first objective is, so they are making their way over.
Copy.
There's a lot of people over here building up.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, hang on. This is
Oh man, do you see all these B2 droids?
Run away, shame.
This is awesome. You can just see the B2 droids all spread out together. holding that push. We do see a little bit of a push out here from the droids. Looks like Shebuloid, Trojans, and Smoke Charm are going to be pushed up pretty close, trying to see if they can get some initial engagements. And what's interesting is there's not much of a frontal assault from the clones. They're kind of pushing around the edges. Canadian Frost, Fury, Lyric, Lynn, and a few others, they're going to be wrapping around towards the far eastern side of the map. And you can see it's a bit of a pincer movement. Carry on here. Scouting just above. You can see Lantra, Flafo, Medella, a few others pushing from the frontal assault. Raise fire going around. We should start seeing our first engagements here in just a moment. Some shooting. Looks like Maverick is going to be engaging with this, I think it's an AT something. Maverick running for his life. He's going to be getting shot at by droid armor. In the meantime, Ragefire here taking the first shots with infantry here. Right outside the entrance. See this frontal assault now starting to get some resistance. Launcher, Modelo, Marshmallow, they're going to be exchanging gunfire. Launcher goes down. Let's go look at this from the droid perspective.
Look, 176, top of the hill.
Oh! He got domed.
Yeah, 176.
It's pretty cool watching the B2 droid POV. You do see the flank here coming around from Lear Canadian Frost and team. They're being held back by Kelvin's Ghost. He's going to get flanked around by Canadian Frost. And again, something to keep in mind here is going to be the respawn waves. So neither team able to respawn until their commanders each call for one. See that flank squad in the east is getting reset, and they're going to try and push again. There's really no one from the droid side looking here. They're all focused towards, you know, that frontal southern approach.
Enemy AP6 is on sonar.
Yeah, pat that turret, baby. Pat that turret.
Thing is, there's like 30,000 ammo here at this radio, so these guys can just spam all of their ammo. Let's take a look over here to the west side and see what's happening. You do have some... Woo! Thaddeus got blown up. You do have some extra pushes here happening on the side. And it looks like this might be a bit of a rat squad that we have. Yeah, Seawolfbeard, Leaf, Hotshot, they're going to be patrolling on the west side. Silver Mercy here. Looks like he's found his way around the rear entrance. He's going to be scouting, providing intel back to his squad. You can see this flank squad from earlier was able to get back up. They're going to be pushing up close. Kukab here coming right to the entrance.
Reloading.
Kukab unfortunately goes down. And yeah, I guess I'm curious to see is how are the clones going to get close? Kilo Jr. taking some accurate fire there. See Dinkster pushing up. Here we go. We got Dinkster pushing. We got lonely people pushing up. They're going to be spotted out by the droids. Not going down just yet. Hell of a crossfire here by the droids. Oh! They get shot at by the armor. Not taking them out, actually. Dinkster, Lear, Canadian, and Lonely People still up. And there goes Lyric. He gets shot at by Solar Supremacy, Scoots, and Watergate. Commander for the clones goes down. He's probably going to call a respawn wave here soon enough. The Canadian, Frost, and Lonely People are going to pull back just a little bit. There's a lot of fire happening here. On the southern side, you have the clones getting closer. You have Modelo, you got Zombie, Flawful, Muscular, and Rage. And they're going to be really close here. Battle Goose here picking out from behind the cover. Base Fire going to go pick up Muscular. Let's go see what's happening on the north side. We have the clones getting pretty close. Only taking some damage. He's got 3 guys with him.
What? Anyone can heal?
Looks like the clones are starting to overpower this north side. They've been picking off the droids left and right. It's just Stu right here on the outside. He's being backed up by Smoke, Charm, and Jahid. So we'll check back in here in just a moment. It looks like... Actually, hold up. They're pushing close. Oh, wow. That peeks around the corner, takes out Stu the Gamer. So with this shield, lasers cannot go through this shield. Thing is, you can't shoot through it if you're on the inside either. So you have to peek outside. Whew. This is a ferocious battle here on the northern side. The droid's still holding off the southern end. Oh, baby. See some reinforcements here. Theodore was able to slip his way up with the smoke. You're having the droids starting to go down now. And the clone troopers might just be able to overpower them. One B2 goes down, Tanoda goes down. And oh no, Silver Mercy's gonna use this against them. And now we have Cunny that comes in, kills the B2 droid. He's gonna get a 2-piece there. Cunny clears it out.
For the Republic!
For the Republic! Cunny pushing forward, and the radio's just right here.
Frost, any more radio here. Radio. In here.
Radio boys.
We're digging it down now.
Coming to dig. Watch perimeter.
Nice.
Radio's dug down now.
Anything comes up, I'll blow it.
Can you drop your bacteria? Drop.
clones working to dig
Go,
down,
I'm
get to
taking
that
it.
radio,
Go, go,
and
go,
now
go,
they're
go, go.
pushing in the southern entrance. Looks like all droids have been wiped
Forward,
out.
Republic!
Friendly
Second sword. Oh,
friendly building.
Friendlies.
A little bit
Almost
overzealous
clear.
there.
Almost clear.
All the clones
clear.
have
Dig it,
congregated together. As soon as this radio goes on bleed, that will be the end of the first objective.
I need ammo. Damn it, there's no ammo.
There you go, radio on bleed. That is the end of the first objective.
Okay, listen.
So the map is wide open, and we're starting to see now to the north side. We're having some of the clones kind of lurking around, I think, trying to find out where the droids could be going towards. The next point is going to be to the west. Oh, we have an extra droid just chilling here above everyone. There you go. Republic have taken the first point. Next point is going to be just over here to the west. Let's go take a look what the droids are doing. You do see some guys pushing out forward a little bit more into the tree line. I like this adjustment. And this radio is going to be right here, right in the center. Ooh. Maybe, no, I think I was wrong. I think the next point, no, the next point's northwest. That's right. It's going to be up here to the northwest. Yeah, and this is going to be the point right here. So this seems like a race now between the clones and the droids on who can get there first. We're going to be seeing some skirmishes right here in the tree line. Oh man, the droids are just right here.
Copy, Lancho. Just be aware of that and push carefully.
Connie was the first to know. Looks like he went down.
Be mindful that we do not have rallies. We should probably... We're all... Actually, SLs, hold back. We're going to rearm our rallies off the Logi. Hold back, hold back.
Smart call there from Lyric, wanting to rearm all the squad leaders, get their rallies back.
Safely. The rest, everyone needs to sit back so we can rearm rallies. Unless you got off a rifleman. If you got it off a rifleman, that's fine.
Seeing a few skirmishes here in the forest.
Silver, when you're bringing up the logistics vehicle, take it to the east side of Point on the star.
It's so intimidating just watching the battle droid just lurk its way forward.
I'm on
These-
6 sniper.
You guys pushing up, trying to hunt down whatever clones they can find. We do see some other engagements up here. See a few clones went down. Hell's Curse, Lonely, and Canadian.
Good job.
Meanwhile, if we go closer to the point, we do see a few clones that are getting very close. It looks like the droids were able to get some people on the point. See Ragefire, Sompi, Modelo, Flaffle. They are going to be wrapping all the way around to the northeast point. And not much, if any, reinforcements here. It looks like they're working to get some stuff built up now, but nothing at least originally built. And again, it's going to be a race to see, are they able to reinforce this before the clones get here. Skewed Solar and Watergate pushing up here, trying to provide reinforcements as well. These are a scouting squad up here. They're already by the point. They spotted that armor. And they're getting info now, relaying that. Came back in the forest. It looks a little bit chaotic here. Looks like the droids are winning these gunfights for the most part.
Enemy AA.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Here we go. We got some fighting here on the point. Looks like our lurk squad is starting to push in now. Modelo's starting to make use of that shield. We have Rage Fire right in the thick of it. He's going to go down to Chevy Lloyd. Modelo coming in, trying to get the trade.
Who's that on point already?
And he's going to get flanked from behind. So that initial push did not work out too well. We have Zombie and Muscular here. Look to be the last two of the clones. Sheesh. Not too much to report yet on the actual point. We still have some sporadic fighting here in the tree line. What the heck are these?
Yeah, 1v2 west 250.
Someone's shooting at the wall. 1v2.
Only people was just getting ran down there by Lord Gunther. Canadian Frost coming up to try and trade the kill. It's just unfortunate there. Father of Twins has too much health.
Command north end of
Sniper didn't get found by Aegea. So it looks like we're starting to get a little bit more organization here from the clone side. And again, they don't have really a time limit. They just have to work with respawn waves.
Two, Falk, you're getting your ATT.
Hey, firm, do you want us to redeploy, or is Silver gonna come pick us up?
Where are you?
We are far north side. Currently clear contacts.
I mean, I could, but it's risking the logi.
Checking back in on the point, it looks like we still have this lurk squad here hanging out. We have Marshmallows, Muscular, and Sompy are the three alive. Droids still have their defenses, but probably won't be holding out for too long here.
Spawn back at main to pick up.
Just waiting for the clones to consolidate and do a coordinated push.
Honestly, Silver, I need. We're gonna have to
We do have Frosty here lurking around. Not exactly sure how he was able to get here, but Frosty looks to be lurking here in the back lines.
Hey, you fuck off! Get away from my logi! Go away!
You
Get away from me!
can hear Silver called that out over Comanche. He gets jump scared there by Frosty Arthas. So the clones now have a little bit more control of the force. They're going to start pushing up north through this tree line.
Wasn't expecting them to try to put this much resistance on a point they already lost, but.
exactly sure what these things are, but it might be a command asset for the droids, I'm thinking. You see a B2 here pushing up. Twin's going to be trying to isolate this fight with Daniel. Well, he doesn't know he's there. Twins ran in and he gets crossfired all 4 ways. Man, these crab-looking things are surely holding back the clones for now. See, they're starting to fall now. There you go. Last one just fell. All the crabs are now dead. That did buy a little bit of time for the droids to get a little bit more set up. Oh, yeah, this is important. So, since Lyric died, he can't talk now in command chat. So you're hearing other squad leaders speak up. The droids here coming around, and looks like they are going to be just a nuisance, really, in the back line. Silver trying to figure out maybe where to get a forward attack flop set up. Silver Mercy all on his own here. He's just getting shot at relentlessly. We'll go and check out, see what the progress is on this next point.
Where?
9, do the best of your ability with my squad to continue pushing.
Climax being a bit of a nuisance there, just perched up on one of those trees.
Do your best to work with my guys to push towards 5 smooth. Push towards the objective.
Copy that.
Not seeing any clones nearby this next point. And it looks like the droids are getting set up more for the following point. Oh no, poor Silver Mercy just caught between so many droids here in the back lines. All right, clone team here starting to gather their forces just to the south of the point. Looks like a respawn wave is coming in for the clones. And I believe it's going to be this hab up here to the northeast. Yep, there you go. They're starting to spawn back in now.
Inches, TX-130 at main. Let's get that ATTE up as soon as squad 2 is ready. Lat is also coming in as reinforcement.
We got Flamingo here pushing up pretty far.
Yes, TX-130 will come in. ATTE will be squad 2.
And it looks like he's going to start Poor Crony just spawned in. He already goes down. Tactical Flamingo does get traded out. Maverick takes him down. So you have a large gathering of clones here to the northeast of the point, and you also have them just to the south of the point as well. Carry on here, flying by, scouting, and he's going to be spotting that that hab there from the clones.
Yes, stick with squad 2.
Nice little two-prong attack now that the clones are starting to gear up. We're going to see them starting to put some rallies down as well. And then we should see them push on this point here in the next couple of minutes. Interesting enough, though, between the point and the hab, it looks like there's some droids here starting to mess up. Silver Mercy here going to be spotted yet again. Going to be seeing some skirmishes here happening in the forest. Carry on flying around. He's going to be spotting out the clones that are pushing out. Do see some fighting here, just to the east of the point. 2 B2s running down the clones. And you hear that comm there. Enemy artillery coming in. Curious what that looks like. Excuse me. Wow. Well, that spawn's offline now. With Frosty Arthas pushing in, that's not good, actually, because if this gets dug out, it's already on bleed. So this radio is now considered gone for the clones. They are only reduced to 1 attack hab now that they can use. Wow, that is a great response there from the droid team. I was told to go look where Scoots and the armor is for the droids. I'm trying to go find them. Looks like this is going to be another point here for the droids. What the fuck? Hold up. This is crazy. It looks like Carry-On might have been able to pick them up and bring them up here, but this is an insane position here from Scoots, Watergate, and Solar Supremacy. There you go. You hear that call from Silver. Alright, so we have a couple clones pushing up now. We got Canadian Frost Lyric and Third Eye with plenty more in tow right behind them. This is going to be the result of that eastern spawn. We're seeing that a little bit of a lurk squad to the north. And here we go. This is going to be the battle for this point. Clones now amassing at the outside of the gates. Woo! Lots of explosions happening. See some grenades going in now. The force field looks like redirected it. Heroic push there from Modelo. He does get gunned down. And there are some residual droids here that are going to be shooting on the outside.
Okay.
Need a medic to get this picked up. Don't have-
So I'm saying though, one jetpack trooper could just jump in the inside and flank.
Dude, they hit people for pickup next.
In hindsight, that was not very
Drop
smart.
your bacteria.
I don't see the droids lasting for too long here.
Sorry, you take out that. Send for the heal.
Yeah.
It's absolute chaos now at this entrance with 3 droids left standing trying to defend.
Grenade, 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 grenade!
And it's this this force field in the mounted gun that just make this so difficult to take.
Medic!
Seeing a bit of a flank coming around from Lord Gunther on the outside. He's starting to pick away the edge of the forces, and this is do or die for the clones. They have to figure out a way through this entrance. Again, it should be a jetpack trooper, should be coming in the rear and flanking from the inside. You just saw one of the shields went down. There we go. The droid goes down. Cunny with that push here. Smoke Charm, the last man left inside. You hear the comm now. Smoke Charm getting back on the gun. Is he able to do it in time? And he goes down as well. The clones take out the point. Great push there. Great job from Cunny there with the balls to just push in and take out the mounted gun.
Before that tank comes.
Hey, anyone that's down, pick them up. Pick them up. We cannot afford the revives. We need the revives.
Yep, Lyric there wanted to hold on to his respawns. Muscular, they're holding on for dear life. Oh, man. Some flyers, some fast movers coming in on the droid side. Looks like a few clones were taken out here. They're going to be picked up by the medics here soon enough. Carry on here coming in to spot the damage. And anytime now, this radio is going to be dug down. There we go. They have taken the next objective. Moving on to objective number 3 now. So in taking this point, the clones have just been awarded a 5-minute unlimited spawn time as a command asset that Lyric can call in when he wants. They also gained an extra normal respawn wave.
Anyone that is on second point, get inside on 5's move. Get inside.
Thank you.
I'm glitch. I'm glitch. I can't see shit, man.
Medics, push out. Pick people up, please.
They're taking control.
Spread out and cover the perimeter.
Hey, that's ours.
Medics picking up everyone. And again, there's no time period, no time limit of any sort, so the clones can take all their time they want, get their guys back in the fight. They can establish a game plan and then decide how they want to attack this next point, which is going to be to the southwest, it looks like. So yeah, if we see on the map here, we see this is going to be the point, does not have any active hab. This is where it's going to be, and the droids will be spawning elsewhere. So we'll give the the clones a little bit of time to set up. Let's go see how the droids are getting along together. What the heck is this? Is that a Sarlacc pit? That's cool. Don't want to see anyone fall into that. And I'm a little bit surprised. You know, the droids did a pretty good job of holding that second point, at least forcing a respawn wave out of the clones. So now with a little bit more time to prepare, a little bit more resources, we're going to see how they are able to hold out here. Liking these rooftop views here. Nice proper super fob from the droids.
Lantra, I want you to take a wide north flank. Try to secure the trench line on 5's move. Stop them from falling back to 4th point. Crony, I want your squad to take the direct assault through the woods on 5's move. It's going to be a fucking meat grinder. Take it slow. Get your rally down.
Hearing those instructions there from Lyric, he's got it all figured out. He's letting his squad leaders know, hey, this is the game plan. Here's how we're going to get to this next objective. We're seeing some immediate fighting here happening in the forest. Daniel flanking around, takes down Trojans. He's right next to Chebuloid, though. Doesn't know it. Goes down 2. Daniel pushing around. He's about to meet the business end of a B2 battle droid soon enough, though. There's a lot of damage there into Tanunda. And takes him down. 1v1 beats a super battle droid. Thaniel here on a tear. You can see some reinforcements here from the droid. Sniper going to be pushing up. He's going to get spotted out. Taken out immediately. Thaniel saying, screw it. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to clear out this entire forest. And you can see his team is coming now in tow behind him. Nice shooting there from Thaniel. A couple really good kills. We do see here towards the northwest side, a couple of clones have been taken out. They're going to be trying to patch themselves back up. This is a cool feature too. The I forgot what this unit is called, but there's a unit on the droid side that can go invisible, as you can see. I think it's the Magna. So Nusaki, they're going to be a bit of a nuisance there, trying to stay invisible. Looks like we have armor coming out now for the clones, Beard, Hotshot, and Seawolf. Gonna be laying into the point soon enough. Same thing with Spatial Rex and Inches here. Looks like Seawolf, Beard, and Leaf were looking for the droid tank that used to be up here perched. No longer up there, so they're going to be just trying to hunt for that armor, see where they can find it. You do see the clones here grouping up in the forest. You have the different squads together. And we have a majority east side approach here. Feature getting shot down by a few different clones. You have Climax and Iniosi here perched up. See some smokes coming out from the clones. They're going to be trying to push in from the east, and then there's a couple of annoying spots, it looks like, for the droids. Wait a second, how'd Forsaken get here?
I saw Commando along that.
Forsaken looks like he has managed to slip all the way through into the active point. The radio here, just in the building next to him. Looks like this is being locked down purposely by 2 super battle droids. Yeah, this is going to be a pain to try and get into. Look how reinforced this is.
Thank you.
And again, if I'm attacking, I just get a jetpack droid and I just try to enter from the outside if possible. Shahib in default here, just with one mission, and that is to hold the outside. Ah, looks like he got found out. Commander already coming in for the droids. Pretty effective strike. A good amount of the east push crumbles after that. You can see the droids now capitalizing off of that utility. They're going to be pushing out into the forest, trying to clean up any stragglers.
They're really close. How close are they?
Close. Degon goes down. He gets knifed. You can see the droids pushing out now, making a bit more of a perimeter. There you go. Respawn wave number 2 there for the clones. And they are going to be getting set up.
3 if you need to, or 4. Use 3 to rally.
Curious where they're going to be getting set up. And there was a spawn earlier for the droids, I think, in the southeast corner, so I'm curious if that got taken out.
Northeast side. My squad's pushing in with little to no contact at the moment. 9, keep pushing up.
We're pushing, we're coming.
You have the commander himself, Lyric, pushing up, trying to get right into the point. Here's some fighting happening here. Future legend here about to run into Dinkster and Lynn. Dinkster and Lynn immediately backing off, realizing, hey, we're probably not going to win this gunfight. In the meantime, you got Lyric and you got about a full squad of guys pushing in now onto the west side of the point. The droids starting to realize this and reallocating their defenses. Lyric going to go head-to-head with the B2 Super Battle Droid. Oh yeah, there you go. The Hab is proxied for the droids.
Take this one right.
Commander Lyric going to go down there, seeing some really cool explosions here. The droids holding off this initial push to the west and the south.
Fucking shotgun's strong. There's like.
Outside.
The Super Fob so far standing the test. See the super battle droids just running around the outside cleaning up. Twins is able to take out Killer Jr. Seeing a couple clones here pushing it on the east side. Maverick looks to be the last of them. He's going to try to face off against 2 battle droids. Not going to work out for him. Dinkster climbing over the wall. Lynn going to be following. Nice grenade there from Dinkster. Oh, these are good nades. These are great nades. Dinkster taking out, I think it looks to be 3 droids. 2 more just close to his north side. And they trade. Tanuta goes down as well. Lord Gunther, the last droid left, but the clones keep coming. Crony here crossing the threshold.
Oh my god, B2 on the other side of this wall.
Great plays there from Dinkster. He's going to wait to get revived, but he just opened the path here on the eastern side of the point. All up to Lord Gunther now, just trying to hold off this eastern assault. And he's going to go down. Nice shooting there from Crony. Ed here going to be holding off the entire push here with his mounted gun. Let's check in on the west side. It looks like the droids were able to fully push out and wipe out the clones. We do have Sompi here as a straggler on the rocks. Like he might get found out. He's going to get taken down. But this east side is super promising here for the clones. They have a foothold. Cunny there just running in and taking out people left and right. They're super low on health. So many clones now pushing this point on the east side.
Oh, Jesus.
That guy's head got taken off.
Oh, man, you can see these sniper shots here from the top floor. Floor clean Ragnaros.
Roof up high.
Got him.
I smoked.
My crew pretty much got killed in transit by 2 super battle droids.
Yeah, these super battle droids.
Kind of gets blown up. This is straight up CQB here. Wow, Maverick wins that fight. Tanuta goes down. It looks like he was getting caught between the wall and the tree, if you call it. Nice backup there. Stu covers Maverick 6. Trojans here wrapping around the outside. He's going to take out both Stu and Theodore. And it looks like the droids so far are holding off. The clones, with every push, getting closer and closer to taking this objective. Seeing some fire sport coming in from the clone side, taking out that top floor. There you go. Spawn wave number 3 being used here for the clones. This is a costly point so far. 2 respawns having to be used. These super battle droids still chilling here in the tower. Command asset coming in for the clone side. And hold on, you see Scoots here pushing up. The droid tank has pushed all the way up, and we see the Hotshot, Leaf, and Beard. It looks like their armor has been destroyed. The clone armor is dead, and the droids now are just pushing up and capitalizing off of this. Lyric trying to stay underneath the depression of the droid tank.
You guys are fucking bricks.
We had Gans on our ass.
The clones here have their respawn wave. and the thing is, they're being immediately pushed by the droid armor. Get that call out from Seawolf. He's saying the ammo rack for this is just below the turret. See a call out here. The 501st Legion has entered the atmosphere. The clones are getting 1 asset and 1 vehicle. Havoc, Stu, Dev, Crony, they're going to be pushing up here, trying to get another foothold here on the eastern approach of the point. Maverick with a couple kills. Stu going to go down here. Frosty Arthros going to be poking him along the edge. It is chaotic here on the outskirts of the point. Explosions ripping off. We're having battle droids coming up, appearing from the shadows.
It went northeast, up towards 3's rally.
Oh no, Crony here about to get confronted. And he wins the fight. Battle Goose not able to land his shots. Crony takes down a battle droid one-on-one. Seeing some armor coming in from the clone side. Special Rex and Inches retracing the steps of that droid tank. And the clones here, it's going to take them a minute, but they are going to slowly make their way onto the west side of the point and try to stage another offensive. They're trying to call in some command assets. The clones could definitely use this on their point here. Modelo looks like has found his way into the radio building. He's going to be working his way up. And soon enough, he's going to be in for a rude awakening here. With these 2 B2 super battle droids. Default going to spot him.
Are you guys good up here?
There was a clone in here.
Modelo catches them off guard, but the 2 battle droids up top going to be holding that off for now. See a few clones now coming in the southern approach to the point. Looks like more than a squad's worth pushing up.
There's another.
Big pop!
Oh.
You're a smart.
They better go here.
Clones starting to push in. Ragnarus up top there, starting to just lay down grenades. Clone's not aware of his positioning. See, the clones are starting to get into the point now. Ragefire goes down. You have Silver Mercy pushing just behind him. Nice push there from Churchill. And yeah, this is going to be difficult, to say the least, to get into this tower. Ragnar's getting found out. He's taking some shots. In this eastern approach, the droids have regained the foothold here. But But on the southern approach, the attack still remains at large. You have Third Eye, Dixer, Lightning Cat. Oh man, these grenades just raining down hell.
Octopus rockets.
Canadian Frost has commandeered this mounted gun. And he's going to be facing off against 2 B2 droids. Gunther goes down. It's like Ragnaras finally falls. He is going to... There's actually not going to be too many droids left. Looks like Frosty Arthas on the outside. Yeah, this is looking pretty promising here for the clones, actually. They just need to work their way up the tower and figure out a way...
Probably gonna fuck you up. This building clear.
Figure out a way to get past these 2 droids.
Not clear.
Yeah, you're the only one here. Be careful with your rocket. Don't fucking kill me.
There's not enough arming distance for rockets in here.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
They hurt.
Clones starting to pick each other back up, get back into the fight. See some mortars, it looks like. Some sort of explosions coming in. A couple clones get caught out to the south end. And here we go. We have the push coming in here now from the clones up the tower. They're going to have to make their way through a series of obstacles and then face their way up against 2 B2 battle droids.
I bet he's at the top of this tower.
He is.
Grenades could be the move.
Take this fucking
Smoking
smoke.
is coming in.
Thank you for the heals.
And there's just too many clones, I think.
I'm out of field dressing. I need a medic. Is there a medic?
Get him in.
Absolute chaos in the tower. The last 2 droids standing, and you do have a flank happening underneath. Lyric goes down as well. You have a couple of droids here on the outside. They're going to see if they can get back in. The clones might not be watching this.
Thanks a bunch, Doc.
Fernanda gets 2. Lightning Cat trades out and takes down Weeaboo.
Was that a B2 super?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Bad nade!
He goes down. Lightning Cat in the corner. Gonna be holding off this push. And it looks like for the most part,
Crossing.
the clones are staying alive, but there's not many of them left.
Bro just did not give a fuck.
4 clones left alive now.
There's a friendly coming up. Be careful. Negative.
Hellscars, there's a building to the east where one of my squadmates is asking for a revive. Are you able to help him?
3 clones left in the tower now.
Normal respawn wave. Get in there, reinforce our boys.
They're calling in for another respawn wave. It's not looking good for the clones. Oh man.
Holy shit.
If I can get the lodges rolling. Anybody at main?
I can send one of my guys.
Yeah, I don't see the 3 clones left here being able to take over this tower. So full reinforcement's going to be needed. This is the 3rd spawn wave for this point.
There's a Magna Droid on the first floor of the radio building.
Thing is, there's nothing stopping the
Frosty,
droids
how you doing down
from
there?
coming in and trying to reinforce this point too. It looks like for the most part they're going to be focusing on the next point and building that up into a super fob. So with this next respawn, the clones should be able to take this out with just sheer numbers.
Okay, everyone that's not in the tower already.
Oh shit.
Yes, there's one. There's one.
Over Mercy, the last clone left standing.
Go patch yourself up.
There's 2 more.
Silver Mercy just not in a good predicament right now. He's got a droid below him, and he's got 2 super battle droids above him. And he falls. Lyric coming in, trying to reinforce. He gets taken down instantly. He's got a few clones behind him now, and they're going to be storming this tower again. Maverick does not give a fuck. He's going to push in and win that close quarter engagement. Frosty Arthos now holding off this first floor.
Secure the bottom of the tower, then we push up slowly.
Oh, he's not dead.
He goes down. Nice grenade.
I don't know.
Nice shooting from Dingster.
Back on.
Alright, 2 droids left in the tower. The same B2 super battle droids.
Yeah.
The droids here have virtually unlimited ammo with that ammo box.
He's right underneath you. Get cover.
Yeah, he's
B2
dead.
top story, B2 top
There's one
story.
beneath us.
B top, very
Uh-oh.
top.
Here, I got you. Thank you.
Yeah, he's on the very top.
Wait.
Let me think.
Ooh, that's a good nade.
I got a grenade.
Can we get like
Minus
nades or-
one.
Good nade, does some good damage.
Rifleman, then have ammo.
One.
Okay, thermal dead, thermal dead,
Keep
thermal
on
I'm
dead.
not
patch
ammo.
yourself up.
It's getting chaotic in here. So many clones
Move
just
off
trying to
those
get up to
fucking
this
stairs,
top
please.
level.
Push the body stand one.
Do you need to heal yourself, dude?
Hey, let the commandos take
Working
care
on it.
of the clearing the stairs. Just keep picking up commandos, keep healing them.
Theodore, where are you at?
Oh, that grenade does damage. Jahib goes down. Just default left standing.
God damn
Yeah, same here.
Fuck.
Hey, I need healing. I need.
Oh, he goes down. There you go. The droids have been finally cleared out of the tower. That was a costly.
Did I get the radio?
That was a costly point there for the
No,
clones.
there's probably an ammo crate up there.
Take it.
I hit that B2. He
Alright,
hurt.
take it. Alright, move,
Good
move,
shit,
move,
good
move,
shit,
move.
boys.
Did I get him?
Pick up people as you go. Pick up
Grenades
people
for
as
the
you go.
win! Grenades for the win!
Anybody have ammo?
Yeah, Dinkster having a hell of a match here with his
No.
grenades.
I need bandages. Inches, go ahead and bring up that supply vehicle. Bring it.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Dang!
I was so ready for there to be another B2 in there.
Take that shit!
I don't know what
Objective 3 is falling now for the droids. They have consolidated to the last point. Let's go over here and take a look at how they're going to do this. You hear the call out lyric going to be building up a hab. This last point already being laid into by the clone armor. Leaf, Hotshot, Seawolf, and Beard here.
Inches, if you can meet me.
Taking some shots here from Droid Anti-Tank. They're going to have to fall back a little bit. We do see some early scouting here from Modelo and Marshmallow. And actually Cunnia as well. Not sure how he got all the way up here, but he's going to be already in the point. He's going to take out Watergate, and shortly thereafter, will be killed. There he goes. So this point here, this is wide open. Curious how this is going to go. Let's see. You got the western approach. You got the southern entrance, and that's pretty much it. And the radio here up in the sky bridge, right in the center. So the droid's still reinforcing. And you have the armor here located right inside of the point. Going to be watching this southern approach. Yeah, this is going to be a tough point to take here. Maybe some arty would definitely help from the clone side. And we're going to definitely... I think we're going to see that command asset being used by the clone side for the unlimited spawns for 5 minutes.
Do we know if they're in the tunnel?
So the clones all getting set up. They are starting to make their way over to the point. And I will be stepping away for just a moment. We'll keep this trained right on the point.
We're able to use commando kit, right? Yes.
HB carry is currently above.
No. Fives, I'm still running into. I cannot place a radio, and if I don't place the radio I have, then I don't get to use the assets.
One of my guys snuck into the point. He said the west side's going to be the best position.
Okay, let me hold on.
Alrighty, I am back. Let's see. I think I was hearing some mortars in the background.
Purpose
yeah, that's what we had. So they're gonna climb up and they're gonna get surprised by the man right here.
Interesting.
I
So
was
there is an
wondering, like, what is
underground
this thing?
approach. Looks like this tunnel.
This right there on the moon mark.
Quite
There's one
a
there, and then there's one
expanse of a tunnel system here underneath the point.
I bet.
And it looks like the closest entrance is going to be just over here to the east. Interesting. Okay, I was not aware there was a tunnel system here, so curious if the clones are going to take advantage of that, and even if they do, the droids are ready for that to happen.
Second tunnel that you speak of?
Alright, let's take a look at the map now. Let's see what the clones are up to. So we do see a spawn here to the east of the point. Looks like the clones will, for the most part, be coming in from the east. You do have, looks like a squad to the north, and then you do have some guys to the southeast as well.
Alright, so this is what we can do, lads. I can use it to top it up, or we can use it if we need to.
Around this guy.
Up to you all out.
But the droids have mortars too.
It is last time. It's still attack.
The Zarfan is set up here.
Yes, the last one, but if we take this point, we'll have, what, 1 life, basically?
1 life and correct. Yep.
So like he's going to be set up sniping way up here and spotting. Here's the northern squad for the clones. They are going to be starting to stage up here. To the south here, you have Silver Mercy, Rage, Fire, Modelo. We're having some initial fighting here. Silver Mercy opting not to reveal his position. Well played by Ridgefire. Takes down Battle Goose. Twins coming in just behind, trying to trade this kill. And it's oddly familiar here with the droids just lurking in the trees. Nice little bob and weave there from Ragefire. Does not work out the second time. So, pretty similar to the last point. The B2 battle droids just kind of pushing up into the trees, trying to take out any initial clones that they can. Potato Juice and Launcher are going to be getting flanked here on the side. Twins goes down. Potato Juice and Shebuloid. The last two here. Potato Juice goes down. Good shooting from Sheb. So that southern approach not working out too well for the clones. Majority of them are still over to the east. And what I'm curious about is why is this hab down? Yeah, they were getting the hab set up. You do have some clones here pushing in from the west side, it looks like. This was that northern squad we were looking at earlier. Maverick here just pushing in, no fucks given. He's going to go down. The droids here trying to spread out along the ground floor, pushing back this western approach. Prone to go down as well. We're getting some armor support here, though.
Barrel, with a barrel. Firing.
Oh, nice shooting. Degon goes down. You're having the droids now push out on the west side. Tito here looks like he's found a tunnel underground. He's going to be pushing in from that side. Alright, respawn wave coming in for the clones. Alright, droids holding off the first initial push. We do have two clones one clone underground. Theodore infected here just off to the north end. He's going to run into a B2 droid soon enough. Yeah, with that taking of the third point, the droids no longer have any assets. So the clones don't have to worry about any aerial bombardments, anything like that. Climax goes down in the south. The clones have regained control of the southern approach.
There should be a small hole on their west side. I blew it up.
The clones now starting to push in from the east.
Heavy battle droid on the north side, man. Watch out.
Copy.
Frosty and Flamingo here to the east. There's a chance that this radio gets dug down.
There's a tunnel undermove, apparently. You can
Clones.
go in from the underground from the west side.
Clones are committing all their resources to this point now. Majority of them are amassed outside the southeast approach. Also on the north as well.
Thank you.
having this armor in the point is going to make it really difficult for the clones to approach from any direction, really. You can see some more clones are going to be going in the tunnel on the west side. And in the meantime, they're going to be distracting on the southern side, taking the brunt of the gunfire, plus including that tank. And it's just absolute chaos here on the southern approach. You see the armor here for the clones are pushing up. Maybe trying to get an angle on the droid armor. Oh, here we go. They're coming up the tunnel entrance, and just like we heard before, Cunny gets taken out by that mounted machine gun. Theodore seeing that, deciding, no, I think I'm going to go somewhere else. It's just a ring of death here. I don't really see any way to kill that droid unless maybe you throw a grenade. We do have the other clones coming in on this southern tunnel here. And I think we have a commander airstrike coming in now for the clones. Yeah, there's already coming in. Clones are getting underground because they know massive explosion coming in. Jeez. Massive explosions here on the point. And I'm not exactly sure where the droid armor went. I'm curious if it got blown up. So we do have some fighting here in the tunnel. Lord Gunther looks like he has reclaimed the southern portion of the tunnel. All of these explosions, though, have gotten rid of the fortifications on the outside of the point. The clones now pushing in on the west and south. And it looks like this could be over fairly soon. The clones here making a foothold in the ground level. They are being held back initially by the droids. And same as before, looks like these stairs are more or less blocked off. Some good grenades upstairs on that sky bridge. Clones using that to push in and see if they can start making their way up to the top level. Yeah, that commander artillery changes everything. It's easy to get in the point now. Droids, it's not looking too good for them. Nice shooting there. Rolling Fury takes down Churchill. Feel like they're going to be wrapping around the outside here. Maybe trying to come and flank the clones here on the southern approach. Steel Bear goes down. Nice shooting from him. The clones, though, they are going to be entering the bottom floor.
Still in here.
Two.
Excalibur going to be trying to hold the bottom floor. He gets shot out. Clones starting to work their way up through every floor.
Come here.
6 door.
Grenade.
Oh no. That's not a good nade. Maverick's going to die from that. There he goes.
No.
They had ammo? Oh my god, there's an ammo bag over.
Thermal that?
Staircase proving costly for the clones. Checking in on the other side to see how this is going. Same setup here. Heavy fortifications on the stairs with headshot angles here from the droids. I don't think they have enough depression, though, to be able to get these shots off. Smart idea to maybe smoke this out. Ragefire here getting up close and personal. He's going to be wrapping around. Takes out Stu the Gamer. And now you got 1B2 Super Battle Droid on the top floor. If we check in on the other side, not going as well for the clones just yet. Things getting desperate now for the droids. There's not too many of them left standing. We have the clones just ignoring this floor and just pushing onwards anyways. Infected scientists coming up to the final level.
Nate.
No droid on this side of the house, just default bedstain up above. Sniper Rex goes down. The end is near. Default bedstain of the last man left standing for the droids. Radio stage not yet on bleed though.
Copy.
He did not bleed the radio. He only staged it. That is incorrect. All up to default here, but the droids come in. Actually, they're going to be flanking down below. Default goes down. That radio is open. It's still staged. Not yet on bleed. This is pure chaos here. Radio's not on bleed. Jahib here trying to do a last-ditch effort to push up the stairs.
My fucking shovel doesn't work.
I said never.
Jahib goes down as well.
These have more stages. Keep digging.
I got it.
Nice.
Now the radio is on bleed. So the clones have done it. They have taken out all 4 points. They have won this match as far as everything's concerned. And now the droids get one last spawn at their main. We see a lot of them here going to be... CS no longer have any vehicles allowed, so they're going to have to probably disembark from those vehicles. I think it's going to be a bit of a last stand of sorts. The see the droids here are going to be running out of their main base, and they have a one life event, so the droids get 0 spawns left.
Spread out on the point, upstairs, downstairs.
And now One life event has started.
Spread on that bridge just like the B2s were doing to us.
So now the goal for the clones is just going to be killing the droids. If you kill a droid, then that's their one life. And Maverick here, very bold, running up, trying to get it started. He did not have enough HP for that fight. Wow, what a grenade. It's going to kill 3 to 4 clones there. Clones still have, I think, 1 or 2 respawns left. But every time a droid dies, that is the last time they will be playing in this event. We do have some pushing happening here from Dinkster Infected and Ragefire.
Trooper down, trooper down. Dig in, one trooper down.
Close, super battle right around the corner.
Lots of explosions happening here. Weeboos goes down. Lyric trying to rein in his team a little bit. The clones not necessarily needing to push. They just need to hold the point and kill the droids.
Oh, he's in this fucking leaf pedal thing. He's in this thing. He's in this thing.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my god. I killed him. The pistol. Thank you.
Clones now picking each other back up. That was the initial push from everyone who was just in those vehicles, and now the rest of the droids are going to be pushing in on foot. This is the remainder of that droid team. So we have Connie here. He's going to be pushing up on his own, trying to figure out where exactly the droids are coming from. I don't think the droids are allowed to get vehicles anymore, so not sure why they're using this. Honey here has pushed up beyond all the droids, and he's actually just going to be behind them. And you see the call-outs from Lyric. He's trying to rein in the team a little bit more, say, stay on the point, we're defending, the droids have to come attack us. Nevertheless, we have some clones here that are pushing up. Four B2 Super Battle Droids all next to each other. Maverick going to take one out single-handedly.
Ooh, that would have been.
That's fair.
Any touches on both sides?
Haven't had resupply since the point before this one. No, not enough for resupply.
soon as you can, get a rally down so we can get another wave. I have 2 waves to use. I'm gonna use them.
Rallies down, rallies down.
Okay, so it looks like no more further spawns for vehicles is what that meant. So the current vehicles for the droids they can still use, but they just can't spawn anymore. We're seeing some engagements on the north side here. A few extra clones here caught out by the droids. The droids starting to amass together now. See quite literally an army of super battle droids here. And now the clones are finally staging. And I think we might see another respawn.
You see anything?
You foolish fleshy meatbags. You cannot kill me. I'm the gingerbread man.
See an armor push here by Carry-On, and he's going to be backed up by a lot of super battle droids into the point. Each of these guys only have 1 life, though. Sniper pushes in, he goes down. Plenty of super battle droids left, though. They're going to be working their way into the point. Carry-On
north on the wall.
Carry-On trying to figure out a way to get that vehicle into the point. And we do see a couple of droids here on the south side, and the rest of them look to be going into the tunnels underneath. You have Inches and Degon here flanking in the background, but they are not aware about Future just behind them.
He's east. He's east. He's east.
Egon gets flanked, goes down. Inches here are going to just bug off and try to live. Default bed stain here. Super battle droid trying to walk into the point. He's going to be backed up by Sniper Rex.
There's a rotary cannon up on the 2nd floor.
Elskers goes down. You do have
I'm with you, default.
a decent amount of droids here in the underground tunnels. They're trying to figure out how to get upstairs.
South.
Down to less than 10 clones alive.
We're gonna have to take the other building. That's too risky.
We're looking pretty. We're thin.
We can spawn at main.
I'm gonna try to get a rally for you guys. Just hold for a second.
They have eyes on the bridge.
Which bridge?
Watching behind us.
The central one between the 2 towers.
Gia here trying to hold off best he can. He gets pushed back by the droids. 3 super battles pushing up. And now it's just these clones left on the top of the tower. The B2s, though, they're not allowed to, they're not able to dig anything down. I don't think they have any, like, shovels that they can use.
2 BP2.
So the clones don't even really have to peek this. They can just wait. Looks like this door opened up. I don't know how Carry-On was able to do that. Oh, there's the arty strike coming in. Lots of fighting happening inside now. I don't even think these super battle droids can get upstairs.
Grenade.
There you go, respawn wave for main for the clones. And now this is just straight up chaos. The droid's getting flanked now from behind, Cunny shooting up at them.
I'm fucked up. Next shot's gonna kill me.
It's a decent nade. And the clones spawning to the west, looks like off of rallies. They're going to be pushing in here and regaining control of the point. Not too many droids left standing. Like 2 super battle droids left in the tower. You got 5 of them in the tunnels underneath.
Two up there, Rach. I need your help.
I think I got the rotary cannon.
We still have commando below us.
Nice peek there from Cunny. Just left to Jahib. Jahib trades that kill, takes out Cunny.
There's one left now. I killed 3. I killed 3, Rach. Only one left. Back corner of the stairs.
And Jahid takes out Lightning Cat. And Rolling Fury saves the day. All the droids in the tower are dead now. We have Nusaki here, it looks like, on the south side. He's going to be in his cloak mode. Ooh, and he takes out Theodore. Let's go take a look at these droids that were lost underneath. Looks like they're still a little lost. They're just kind of hanging out here, maybe just trying to stay alive. It's like these guys, yeah, they're not moving. They're just holding their spots. We have Nusaki still here in the tree line to the south. He gets taken out by a few different clones. And now left on the map for the droids, you have the 5 underground. You have Frosty Arthos over here just to the east. He's going to be hiding in wait. You hear that? You hear that call out from Clone Command? There are droids in the tunnels, so the clones now going to be pushing underground, trying to clear out these tunnels.
Kill him with bombs.
Let's go.
An overwhelming amount of clones here are going to be pushing these tunnels. Man, I'm getting lost in these tunnels even looking through all these walls. This tunnel will lead to the droids. Degon probably going to be the first to find them. And there we go. We have our first contact. Degon goes down. He's going to call out to his squad. And here we have Ragefire goes down. Nice shield placement there that allows for Tanundra just to shoot without getting hit back.
Alright, hold fire.
Okay.
Good nade takes that tactical flamingo.
That's a B2.
That was a really good nade. Killer Jr. goes down.
That's a B2.
Fuck me up.
He's standing behind the fucking shield.
These nades starting to take them out. Only 3 droids left in the tunnel.
I also have an idea.
Oh, what a shot.
And boom, boom.
3 droids still left standing. They are getting pushed back, though. Canadian Frost wins the duel. Tanunda goes down. And the last one goes down in the tunnel. The tunnels are cleared out of the droids. And I believe that might be it. The droids have been killed. Actually, no, we have Frosty here on the south side.
Point secured.
Hey, in order to not drag this out, because there are people you're gonna have to find, whenever you're up top, you're gonna be looking for the southwest for a person.
There you go. Yeah. Good communication there. It'd go on forever if the clones just had to go and look and hunt down every droid across the map. So the clones now being told, hey, the guy you're looking for is somewhere to the southwest. And Frosty Arthas here. The hunter has become the hunted. He blends in a little bit. He's going to be hiding here in the forest. Soon as Frosty shoots, they're going to know exactly where he is. Just might have found him.
He's fucking invisible.
Frosty Arthas takes out Lyric and Inches trades the kill.
Good kill.
The infantry droids have been cleared out. It looks like it's just the droid armor that's left. I see Zepho's there in the corner. And I guess it's just the armor left now. Yeah, their tank is the last thing left standing here. You may take me, but I'm taking half of you with me. Love the shit talking here in all chat. So the take now starting to dismount. Couple infantry here. And the droid tank opting to be trying to be a little bit more careful, shut off their engine. Little do they know, Seawolf has already spotted their exact position. So the clones do know where this is. This is Commander Blythe at 327th. I'm calling for your immediate surrender. Oh, there they go. Tank destroyed. A little bit anticlimactic. It gets found and blown up by hack kits. And there's a couple infantry left standing. I mean, there's, you know, King Badass and Zephos. Ethan Beard running around in the armor. That looks cool. Last man left standing is Zephos. This is the last droid. It all comes down to him. And I don't think he's going to be living for too much longer. The entire clone team is pushing forward. What an event. Derek, I challenge you to a fist fight. Zephos calling out the clone commander here.
Alright, boys, start pushing main.
Hey, Republic Command speaking. Republic Command. There is one person left, and it is the commander. The commander of the droid army is the only person remaining here, and he is to your north.
Knife fight, knife fight.
You stand corrected. He's running. He is to your southwest, making his way towards you.
Towards me as the commander?
Yeah. They said commander's fighting dead.
Zephos here calling out, trying to get Lyric to 1v1 him. I don't think Zephos is going to live long enough.
All right, Zephos. If I get there, I'll hit. I'm gonna direct Lyric, and you guys are gonna fight it out as requested.
I doubt that Zephos is going to live to make it to Lyric.
No one can name me commander, please. Make sure your quads know.
That's Stu, not Lyric. That works. Zephos gets the kill. Zephos gets a second. He's gonna go for Theodore now. Ah, he goes down. Zephos doing his best to win 1v1 knife engagements. He falls. And that is a full-fledged victory here for the clone forces. They take out all 4 points and wipe out any remaining resistances from the droids. GG's. Take a look at the scoreboard here. See, some guys are starting to leave, and it looks like it's actually... Oh, it doesn't show in caps, shows kills. So Crony with 20, pretty good. Cunny 21, Thaniel 19, Rage Fire with Ignites 20. Dinkster with a lot. We saw him with his grenades a lot. Canadian with 30. The other side of the coin, it looks to be a little bit more spread out. A lot of the droids did a lot of work pushing back the clones, being spread out in the forest. So super fun event. Definitely had a blast casting this. This did run a little long, but hey, we figured out in the meantime. It was super fun. We saw the clones take out the first point, second, third, and fourth point. Very fun event to watch. Big shout out to the event team. It's going to be Fives, Irish.
Commander on deck. All systems online.
Usually Rage Fire and Kill as well. But super fun event to watch. Thank you guys all for tuning in. And that is going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much.